get it, let's go. L's, L's, L's. The #1 spot, bitch, I'm right here. I'ma stay on top, bitch, I'm right here.
What's good with y'all, man? It's your boy Deets coming back at y'all here with another video on Squad for Lateral. As y'all can see, Season 4 finally came out. I'm about to get the Battle Pass later tonight, so don't even worry about that. We'll have all these newer skins in and on our dudes. But yeah, man. If you haven't seen already, I seen already before I even got in the game. They destroy half of Dusty, as you can see right here, until the machine gun. Dusty Divot. So I'm gonna go ahead and land over here at the houses, and then we're gonna make our way over to this it's a new part of the map. New part of the map means a lot of people gonna drop there. So we're gonna go ahead and go. Definitely pleasant to be able to do that for me. Little issue last night when we got one of the girls over. I had to go. Ain't nobody's business, but mine, you feel me? But I know they ain't. I tell them this. It seemed like there was just in high school. Those shots out there close as fuck. But you know, we had and when the day you gotta fix the problem, you feel me? But yeah, man, shout out to my brothers, man, my baby ones. Helping your boy out with the intro. Much love. I seen somebody looking at me, so I can't get a good shot of him. I have no idea where his ass went, but I heard his footsteps, and I could obviously see him doing it, so. We just gonna be cautious. Look at Jontel doing his thing with his music. Bro was doing their thing with the YouTube, obviously. So it's all going good over there. So he turned this to one of those. But yeah, my nigga. I was watching a little thing earlier about fuck? Yeah, anyway. I was watching a little thing about some basketball. Always have that conversation about, you know, who's the greatest of all time, who's this, who's that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like I was saying, I was watching something on ESPN. I don't really know what show it was, but it was basically like the guy who was on there was a ex-basketball player, from the earlier 2000s. And he messed with somebody in the Kardashian family. I can't remember which one it was. But basically, he was kind of on the same side as me. If y'all don't know, I'm a Lakers fan, so that obviously means, I think Kobe is the greatest of all time, which, I think the stats. Sorry, I thought I heard something. The stats definitely back it up, Third greatest scorer of all time, highest guard scorer of all time. So he's easily the best guard who ever played, in my opinion. You at least got to give him that. Then, obviously he won 5 rings, came out the West, which I feel like is more impressive than winning 6 in the East, because the East is, Larry Bird when he was later in his years. But I think that was a whole thing for sure. I'm not about to waste no more minutes, so I think that shit. But yeah, obviously he got Larry Bird in his later years, but I would say that was probably his. I would say that was probably his hardest competition in the East, and then, maybe Isaiah Thomas and the Pistons. Super hard, where you can look at today's team and be like, okay, that's even. That I'll definitely give you the Detroit team, that Boston team, because Boston was a good ass. They were a good ass team. Obviously, they had their Lakers rivalry, and then Larry was having back issues or whatever the fuck, and it made him stop playing. But I think the West was just like, especially in the time Kobe was playing, much more difficult. You had countless good players. Pop out one more time, bitch. Good fight. The young Thunder team with KD, Russ, Harden faced really the first super team of this era in the Boston Celtics. With KG, Rondo, Ray Allen, Paul Pierce. And those are 4 Hall of Famers. A lot of people don't want to give Rondo his respects, but that dude was a beast, man. One of the greatest passers of all time. Kobe lost to him one time, and that shows you how good that team really was. But I just feel like in terms of that, and then him being the greatest scoring guard of all time, being the clutchest player of all time, having all those game winners. 81 points, scoring titles, scoring 62 points in 3 quarters. I don't think he's really holding on to that. Obviously, MJ never won without Scottie Pippen. Now with the Cavs team with Kyrie and Love, I'll give an excuse there just because the Warriors team is so good. But Miami, I would say really the only team that was fucking with that Miami team was the Celtics. And obviously, you know, they're a much younger team than Boston was. So when it came down to it, they were, you know, easily beaten by that team. But it's just hard because you can argue for each player both ways. You know, obviously Jordan went 6-6 in the finals. LeBron's probably a better player than Jordan. Okay, I'm not gonna say he's definitely an all-around player than Jordan and Kobe. But personally, when I get into an argument like that, I just tell the other person, I'm like, listen, you know, everybody's got a favorite player. And most likely, that favorite player, if they're in the conversation for, you know, one of the best of all time, obviously you're going to think that player is the best because he's your favorite player, you know. I'm sure I can't change anybody's mind about LeBron being the greatest or Jordan being the greatest. And I think above anything, it's very opinion-based, just how you feel about it. Kobe, and I would even say LeBron as well. It's really a you like him or you hate him type thing. More respect for him, like him more. Which I'm not saying I don't like him. It's just, you know, if you don't live here and you don't see the point of view that our couple of minutes in the game decides whether we win or lose, it's just something that always goes well for him against us. You know, I'm not so frustrated at the same time to know that, okay, let's take this for instance. Let's say Victor for him every time. You know, it's just little things like that that they really get to me. And, you know, I wouldn't say I'm getting older and kind of losing their touch. The NBA, it was big, don't get me wrong, but it had gotten way bigger than it had ever been, and more people started watching it. And especially when LeBron went to Miami, so many people were talking about it. Damn, this is his choice. Everybody was just talking about the move, and I think that just got a whole lot more people excited about the NBA, and so many more people started watching it. And when that happened, I'm not going to say every person who likes LeBron now is a bandwagon, but there's a lot of fans out there who did not even watch the NBA until, you know, LeBron was on the Heat, and then, you know, they watch the NBA now and they're like, oh, my favorite player is LeBron. It's like, okay, your favorite player is LeBron. Not because you've been watching this dude even when he was on the Cavs, losing year after year after year, which I know people who like LeBron since he got in the league. For those people I have good respect for because they actually watched LeBron when he was in Cleveland, not winning any rings. So, you know, it was just, I don't know how the fuck to do this. For me, I respect him a lot more. It's like, okay, you've had so many great players before this man. Like you said, Kareem, Shaq. Shaq somehow didn't win unanimous, and he's probably like the most dominant player to ever play. Wilt scored 100 points. He never got unanimous MVP. Kobe scored 81. He never got unanimous MVP. Kobe averaged 35.7 points during the season. He never won MVP. I think Jordan might have averaged 41 season. He didn't get unanimous MVP. You know, there was so many more great players that are way better than Steph Curry who never won unanimous MVP. So for me, that was a big reason why I started not liking him even more. And then obviously Durant went there, and that just kind of ruined the whole thing for me. I didn't really care. I didn't watch the finals that much. I really the last 2 games. That's probably how it's going to be this year. I was really cheering for the Pacers, and then if they lost, which I knew they probably would, it was the Thunder, and, you know, they're out as well. So as of right now, I'm just kind of watching and enjoying. You know, I'm definitely a Ben Simmons fan. People say Toronto is going to win their next series against Cleveland. And just for me, I've seen, I've heard that multiple times. Okay, they're going to catch them off guard. They're the team to beat, all that shit. And they get smacked every single time. Of course, that was with Kyrie. But I'm just not going to believe anything until I see it, I couldn't tell you who I thought was going to win, be in the finals other than Golden State. I think they're going to win the whole thing, even if Curry's not 100%, because, that team was a 73-19 before Durant even got there. And now I feel like, Durant's the best player. So who knows, man? Who knows what's going to happen? But other than that, I'll probably just be chilling. But that's really all I got to say about the playoffs. I think I might just cool up here. About to cool here, and there's 16 seconds until the next circle, so I'm going to see where it ends up. Whatever it is. I haven't been super aggressive just because I don't want to get killed, but obviously the ones that come to me, catch this guy pausing for 1 second. I can't believe I didn't kill his ass. Someone stole my kill. See if that guy pops up here and goes for the lead. Good kill, good kill. Damn it, man.
I can't be rapping for free. They gotta send me the